There's been almost no hope for the hostages being returned in Israel until now.
If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is.
President Trump is speaking exactly how he needs to be speaking. These people understand only one language and one language only, and that is force. The previous administration has basically admitted that the reason why the hostage negotiations have broken down up until this point is whenever Hamas smells weakness between the relationship between the United States and Israel, Hamas retreats from the table. Watch this.
Whenever there has been public daylight between the United States and Israel and the perception that pressure was growing on Israel, we've seen it. Hamas has pulled back from agreeing to a ceasefire and the release of hostages.
And the dumbest part about this whole interview is right after Blinken says that Hamas steps away from the table whenever there are disagreements between Israel and the United States, he goes on to talk about disagreements between Israel and the United States. Watch this.
I told the Prime Minister I'm going to call the President and tell him not to come if you don't allow this assistance to start flowing. And I called the President and to make sure that he agreed with that, and he fully did.
This administration has damaged Israel so badly, and the whole reason why they've been doing it, by the way, don't get it twisted, is for one thing and one thing only. It was only for votes. It was so that they could pander to the woke left, and so they could pander to their Arab and Muslim constituents in Michigan so that they wouldn't lose the votes. And the funniest part about it is, not only did they lose the votes on the right, but they lost the votes on the left, and they lost the votes in the middle, because nobody likes when people are indecisive, and this administration has done exactly that. They are directly responsible for so many lives lost, not just, by the way, on the Israeli side of it, but they're responsible for the lives of the Palestinians that they let suffer because they refused to make sure that a deal was made. They should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. This was mismanaged so poorly. I'm shocked that these people have gotten this far in their lives. And I'm so hopeful under the new administration in the United States that finally we will have our hostages released, God willing, because these people understand one language and one language only. That is force. They don't come to the table and talk kumbaya. You give these people an inch and they take a mile. And President Trump is not going to let that happen. God bless the United States, God bless Israel, and God bless the hostages.